than usual. Most of that comes from me anyway. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Effect Podcast stream. We are back with another chapter in the story of the Night Witches. Today's GM is the same GM that we had last week and the week before, and that's Thomas, and he is there. Look at me pointing. Look, I'm doing it the right way. He's down there, but you may hear strange noises, and that is Thomas's new coffee machine.
Oh yeah, it's a very exciting experience.
It is, and it looks gorgeous, and it's only made in Australia, I've discovered. And it did have an importer into this country, but they look like they've gone bust, and their website is being owned by somebody else now. So it is an Australian exclusive, but based on an Italian design.
That's
called
correct.
The Apollo?
The
Atomic. And it is a very much 1950s vision of what an atomic coffee machine might look like, I think.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and it's being poured right now. This is an exciting experience.
So forgive us, we're not starting quite on time, but we thought we would share the noises of the coffee machine while Thomas comes back.
Oh yes.
So Mohammed, how do you take your coffee?
I drink coffee, but I use the traditional mocha pot.
A mocha percolator. Yeah. I used to have one of those until I put it down on a hot mat, a table mat, and it welded itself to the mat.
Sorry, folks.
Hello.
Okay, wrong hand.
Hey, Thomas, what's it like? It'll be too hot now. Don't try and drink it now, Thomas.
No, it's good. It's good. I had to shortcut the frothing of the milk. So, next time. All right.
So did the coffee come out under pressure, or
it
does
did.
it just percolate through?
No, it's a pressure. Cool. It's pressure. So steam rises up and then comes through the nozzle at the top. So it's actually just like an espresso machine at the cafes.
Yeah. So did it end up with a decent creamer on it?
Not this time. I'm
you
still,
need a bit more work packing that. Yeah. It is the first cup of coffee you made with it. This is welcome everybody to How to Make Coffee Around the World. Now, given Thomas that you are actually the game master, I'm going to put you in the central position there.
Thank you.
And I think I'm going to magnify us a bit because we mostly like to see us and not a background. So just let's introduce returning. So John sends his apologies. He's a bit unwell today, but he would have been here today. Down here, yay! I've done it right again. We've got Mohammed.
Yay!
And a little bit along there, we've got Jason. And next to me, obviously, we've got... No, I've done that wrong. Thomas. And beyond that, we have a new member of the crew, which I'll let Thomas organize the introduction of that character. But that's Nicholas. You may remember him from previous episodes of the Effect Podcast stream, generally where he gets killed having betrayed the rest of the team. Is that fair?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Well, just the once, actually. Just the once, the betrayal.
But getting killed is my trademark, I think.
Getting killed quite often, yeah.
You've come to the right game.
Yeah.
We've all survived quite a long time. I'm quite impressed with us.
Yeah,
I feel having won a medal, my card is marked. Right, I'll hand over to you, Tom.
Right. Okay, so when last we saw our intrepid heroes, they had successfully returned from a bombing run from a completely different campaign, but we've worked that out now. Yep. We were using some help sheets that were really, really good. There was only one very minor issue. They had the wrong missions against the wrong locations. So I now have the right missions for the right locations. So you find yourself... I've gone back to the real book, and I'm now using not the real book. I'm using my printed out copy. But anyway, it's around somewhere. I think Jason's got it.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, there you go.
Actually, you can share the camera at some point, Jason, because that is a new acquisition and it is gorgeous
Oh,
design.
yeah.
I love this
Look at it.
game.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
good.
And if
It's a
anybody
glossy
from
look.
Buddy Pulpit's listening, we love this game. And we love the
We
look of
do.
it too.
We do
Oh,
love
yeah.
this
It's a
game an awful
masterpiece.
lot. It is a masterpiece. I think that's a very important way to put it. Okay, so we had launched a bombing raid against a heavily fortified German position. The mission did not go well, I think it's fair. Well, the mission was a success, but at the cost of the two youngest recruits in the group, whose plane crashed when they were ordered to do one last attack against the German position, killing both of them tragically. John's character, whose name I have not written down on this piece of paper. Over to you, Aliana. You've got everyone's names
Right.
written down.
Do
you remember who it is?
Didn't give me warning. John's character is Zyka.
Zyka.
Yes.
Junior Lieutenant Zyka was demoted back to sergeant, and Anoosha Omarova was promoted to the position of junior lieutenant and commander of the flight. So that's where we left it. There was also much daring do and a fair amount of backstabbing going on in the melodrama that is the on the day moments. So now okay.
Oi, look at me. I was just trying to protect her.
How did
and
you get
maybe
that medal?
get a free advance.
Yeah. So now we find ourselves. Oh, sorry. Go, Sergeant Valya. What's your take on
all
this
I was going to say is I saw the NKVD officer approaching her with great rapidity, and I thought I might intervene and make sure she didn't get disciplined, but it slightly backfired.
It did. Not only is there now a rumor floating around the camp that Sergeant Valya Malinskaya may not actually be Sergeant Valya Malinovskaya, but they have also recently been promoted, had a medal awarded and are now the focal point of the entire flight. So, now you're on the River Don, or just near the River Don. It's June to August, so the Germans are about to launch their successful attack, which will take them all the way to Stalingrad, pushing back the Russian forces. Junior lieutenant. You're a junior lieutenant, aren't you, Anya?
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
So, Junior Lieutenant Anya recently completed your training and sent immediately to the front, perhaps unprepared. Who knows? The Night Witches flight recently suffered some significant casualties, and you have been brought to the front early, possibly unprepared, along with your co-flight member. Would you like to grant a name to your co-flight member? The NPC who travels with you?
I could do that. Let me find a... Where is that? Okay. She is called Ludmila Katerinov.
Katarinov. Okay, so yourself and Ludmila have been sent and have joined the 4th wing of the Night Witches unit. You arrive at the base. Now, the base is pretty basic. So you're right next to a village. There's old church and a few broken down buildings. There were sheep on the runway, but that's been addressed through the application of fencing, and now all of the sheep are corralled. But the only lighting for the night flights for returning is the hay bales that run down the side of the grass piece of ground that you have notionally been told is the runway. So when you arrive, there's tents. They're sort of it's very hot. It's very dry. The temperatures will exceed 40 degrees some days at this point in time. It's one of the hottest times of the year, and actually, particularly, there's a heat wave on. There are women, wandering around in basically singlets, desperately trying to stay cool. There's these canvas tents. There's a bunch of broken down old biplanes that you have become so familiar with, lined up against the thing. You see women working on them. You arrive in a truck, brought to the camp by, I think we gave him a name, but I've not written it down. It's okay. We'll just call him Ivan. So you've arrived at the camp, bought by the supply truck. You depart from the back. Your orders are to report immediately to the chief of staff, who is Anya. So what do you do?
I do report to the chief of staff.
Okay, so Chief of Staff Anna is a somewhat severe woman. She's waiting for you at one of the tents. You arrive with Ludmilla, who's not a junior lieutenant, but rather a sergeant. Greetings, Junior Lieutenant Anna Repina-Pavrova. You've arrived at the exactly the right moment. The fourth flight, which is the one I'm joining you to, has recently had some ructions. We've just promoted a new member of one of the existing sergeants into the junior lieutenant role, who I'd like you to meet as soon as possible to provide perhaps some assistance with. The team recently took the flight recently took some big losses, so we've got the need for additional pilots and navigators, so you'll be placed directly into that role. Do you have any questions before I send you off?
No, sir.
She looks at you quizzically when you say sir and says, "I'm no sir, junior lieutenant.
No,
you may
sir.
refer to me as ma'am."
Yes, sir.
Just pauses for a second. Mom.
Mom. Yes, sir.
Okay, whatever. Okay. You'll find Aliyah and the rest of the flight in those tents over there, and points you directly at the tents. What do you do?
I said, right, sir. And then I turn around and walk towards the tents.
Okay. So I don't know if you're doing your usual stalking around the tents, looking for opportunity, Sergeant Valya Malovskaya.
Well, I was going to say, I always keep an eye outside the tent to see if there's opportunity.
This is exactly what I assumed. So you see two newly minted in very clean uniforms. Well, reasonably clean, probably rumpled actually, because
Do their
they've
uniforms
traveled on a
fit
train.
them?
No,
Okay.
come on, let's not get excited. Okay,
cool.
wow.
Yeah.
That's putting a heavy weight on them.
What are you carrying, Anya? Do you have a kit bag or a suitcase or trunk or anything? How are you bringing your personal possessions?
In just a kit bag. Nothing.
All right. Okay. Well, I think I will hurry out on seeing you coming towards our tent. And I say, you must have had a tiring journey. Let me take that from you. You must be one of our replacement crew. Kind of almost wresting the bag out of your hands. It depends how willing you are to give it to me.
Thank you. And you are?
Sergeant Valya Malinskovskaya, ma'am. I'm a navigator here in the flight. It's a very good flight. We have an excellent pilot. My pilot is excellent, Alyona Vorapayeva. And we just have a newly promoted section leader, Anoosha Amarova. She's we had a hard time a night or two ago, and she knew exactly the right words to say.
So I've heard. Right. Anyway, I'm Anna. Repina-Pavrova.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Where are you from? And hoiking the bag over my shoulder, feeling its weight. From where?
Volgograd. It's north of Moscow.
Ah, right, north of Moscow. Civilized then. I'm from Siberia.
Yeah. Uncivilized then. Ha. Ha.
Well, we are all workers across the United Russias.
That's true.
Have we started saying Soviet now?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All across a United Soviet, then I will say.
Yeah.
So where can I find Junior Lieutenant Omarova?
Amarova. I think she's in the tent. Let me lead the way. Again, just kind of feeling the bag, seeing is there any hard things in it, as apart from clothes, as I walk escort, I should say, escort our new junior lieutenant to the tent.
I think you can make an eyeball check, Sergeant Valya, as you all want to do.
Are you talking about scrounging or what's my
No,
move?
eyeball, which is the plus skill.
Plus skill. Oh, I'm useless at that.
I have no.
I get
skills.
through on wits. No, I don't. I get through on luck. That's what I do. Realize I should have gone for a promotion rather than a medal last time, and then given myself. But I do get 10 on eyeball.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you can sort of quiz two fundamental questions about Anya, and obviously each one represents the possibility of a +1 forward when you act on those questions in the future.
So I'm just looking at this here. Is this the eyeballs?
Yeah, the eyeball.
Yeah.
So then of the day you've got the eyeballs, so you've basically done a bit of a, you're checking them out, you're seeing what's going on.
Right. Okay. So any two questions?
Yeah. If you prefer, you can ask, how can I help them? What do they want? What am I overlooking? How can I get? All of those, sort of fundamental questions that'll position you well for future roles.
Right. Okay. So let me first of all think, how can I get into this bag? When I get into this bag, is there an object there that I think is of value, or that might contain something of value?
So the way this works, Nicholas, is you are actually meant to answer honestly, because it's all part of the sort of building up towards the drama.
Right. No, the only thing there there's it's a framed portrait of someone.
Right, so I can feel the photo frame there. Does it feel like wood to me, or is it a silver? Is it a better metal frame.
I think it's a better metal frame.
Excellent. Right. I'll have it up.
Yeah. And then it's a big fat book.
And a big fat
in
book
there.
as well. Excellent. So I shift the thing. I say, "Oh, there's something digging into my shoulder. Is this a portrait, a photograph of your husband at home?" Is the only answer I get. Right. In terms of my eyeball, how can I help you?
Yeah. How can you help me? You can tell me who to avoid.
Right.
Ooh.
Yes. So you're nervous about attention from, is this from senior people or from, because obviously the person you want to avoid, just player to player, is me.
Yeah. I know that.
I'm not going to tell you that, am I? You got to be honest with me. But
the polytron. The ones that will make your life hard without having any cause to do so.
okay. So as I talk, I say, we're a good team here, right across the squadron. You see all that fencing to keep the sheep out? We built all that. But you know how it is. There are the NKVD officers are somewhat prying. Thomas, what was your previous character's name?
Oh, wasn't it the same as it was Valentina, wasn't it?
Valentina, yeah, we share the name, yes.
Yes.
So we had a crewmate, a flight mate, Valentina. She was, she was found to be hoarding stuff, and they had no sympathy from the NKVD, and even I'm in trouble despite my medal. So I will say, young Alyona is as young as she looks, and
Right.
she's very skilled, very brave. She has been the reason that every mission the flight has taken has succeeded. But I tried to defend her from, she's young, she's kind of carefree. When we were building the fence, she wasn't particularly helping, and I happened to notice that one of the NKVD officers was marching upon her, and I let slip the that she might not be of age, and she got into terrible trouble. But it seems good. Not enough trouble in these straitened times with the Germans so close to get sent home, which is good because I didn't mean to do it, and I didn't want to send her home. She is a real asset to the squadron, let alone the section. Stop shaking your head at me, Jason.
Okay, so the rest of you are in the, sleeping or resting in the tents. You can hear Sergeant Valya outside talking quite rapidly at someone, as they are wont to do. You can hear that sort of rapid fire talking that Valya is famous for. You can't make out what the words are, but it's clear that Valya is having quite a lengthy discourse with someone.
Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly ruffle around Valya's bunk for a second while she's outside.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep. Okay, sure.
Fuck you, Valya. I'm the one who ruffles around people's bunks.
So I think I'm pretty sure I'm going to go out on a limb and put that out to act up.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
It's not
acting like a hooligan.
Okay.
Not a lady.
Scrounge.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not seeing this. I'm just walking out of the tent to see what's the commotion outside.
Awesome. Yep, and I'm rolling plus luck because I'm definitely not acting like a lady.
Okay.
Yep.
I agree. You are definitely not acting like a lady.
Oh yeah, that gives me a 13. Double sixes.
Okay.
So,
So
what
act
do I
up.
find?
Well, so
Yeah.
what do they find hidden around your bunk?
Well, I have to say, I'm the sort of person who, because I sneak in around people's bunks, I try not to leave incriminating material around people's bunks. But you did get a double six. What are the official
Well,
results
so
of that
no,
double
so
six? Thomas?
the official results, so they succeed.
Yeah,
It's actually about what they don't suffer. So
right. Okay.
you get to choose two. You can make someone do what you want. You can ensure there are no consequences. You can add one to the mission pool. I think it's going to be 1 and 2, which is you're going to get
Yeah.
what you want,
And I'm
and
gonna
you're
make someone
going
do what I
to
want.
and you're going to
Yeah.
get no consequences.
Yeah.
Is my
So
feel.
what could I?
Oh, unless you
so that,
want to add to the mission pool, but it would be
No,
considering
I'm
what I
gonna
think you're
take no
planning.
consequences.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like something that
Oh.
would add to the mission pool.
I know what I don't think I'm going to leave any evidence as to my identity, false or otherwise, there. But I seem to remember Anoosha had a record, didn't she?
Oh,
Yeah.
A vinyl album.
Yes.
The equivalent of a vinyl album at this time. The
Yeah.
cylinder.
The little
yeah.
wax
You had
cylinder,
a
wasn't
wax
A
it?
wax
cylinder.
cylinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think you may discover that hidden in my pillow.
Nice.
Oh no.
Perfect.
The French love song. Okay.
The one that you lost, Anoosha, the one that went missing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know it had gone missing until.
Yeah. I thought I kept it hidden in the safe. Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. And while I'm here, I'm just gonna quickly sneak one of the parts for the planes that we've been slowly stealing over the past while. I'm just gonna
Into
slip
my
that under
bed.
the bunk. Yeah, into your bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. All right.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Do not cross Jason. This is the lesson.
All right. So we don't know. Well, you were going to GM next, weren't you? All right.
So it seems.
It is so. Okay. So, Junior Lieutenant Alia Anoosha Amarova.
Yep.
What are you doing? You come out. Oh,
Yep.
and what does Anna look like? We haven't actually asked that question. Sorry, I should have asked that right at the beginning.
Well,
What do
We've
you
got a
look like,
photo of her in the Discord.
Anna? Oh, we do.
I
too.
believe.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but we should
So-
tell our visitors, because obviously I haven't downloaded that photo or put it on the thumbnail yet or anything.
She has a kind face and an aristocratic body, whatever that is.
In Russia, fat. I mean, not fat. I mean, not skinny, not hungry looking.
I would. Well, maybe yeah.
No, I think it could be quite. No, I think it could be quite slim. I think the difference is that it'll look slim, right? Like an aristocratic body isn't going to look workmanlike. It's going to look effete. Yeah, because that's what my character had as well. Remember, she was slim and tall, and that didn't play there so well.
Silk underwear, yeah.
Yeah, silk underwear, exactly. The downfall of many an aristocrat. All right. Sorry, Nicholas.
Yes, and she's dressed in a flyer's uniform, very standard, brownish hair, I would say.
Does she look severe or hopeful? Like, what's her, kind of resting expression? Is she excited to be here to fly planes against the fascists? Is she, is she conflicted? Is she horrified by the fact she now finds herself in the theater of war? What does she look like?
She looks pretty calm and confident, I would say.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And, She hasn't met
Alright.
reality yet.
Mm.
And a
okay.
kind face.
She has a kind face. That can't
Yeah.
end well. You and Anoosha will get on really well. I don't know how the rest of them. Okay, so Alia.
I'd just like to say I am exceptionally kind.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you are.
Yeah.
I see you've left me a little gift on my bed. That's not on the
Ooh.
bed. That's hidden, is it? So I don't know.
It's hidden.
I won't say what
It's
that's
hidden
gonna-
under the bed. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Ready for someone else to find.
All right.
I welcome. Hello. Who do I have here, Valya? I'm Alia Omarova, but you can call me Anoosha.
Anoosha, sir. Call me
No,
Anya.
sir. Yeah. No, sir, here.
Repina-Pavrova.
No, sir, here. No, ma'am. No, sir. We are all sisters here.
Very good.
Come inside. It's very hot today. Come inside. Come inside. Come in the shade. Join us in our food and drink, and meet the rest of the team. I saw you. You met Valya already.
Yes. She was very
She's
helpful.
she's a perfect wayfinder. She find the target, and the team do the rest. You are very welcome here. Come, join us. We have here.
And I go up to Valya and take my bag. So thank you.
You should put that portrait out beside your bed.
Yeah. Choose any bunker that you want. Yeah.
By the way, there is another member of the flight, but they're clearly suffering the effects of a sickness, maybe a stomach bug or something, and sort of laying in their bed sweating.
Yeah.
Sorry, John.
Yeah.
There you go.
Our sister Zaika, she's a little bit sick today. She's my pilot. Yeah, she's a little sick today. You'll meet her next time. Yeah, she's very, very nice. Come.
Yeah.
You can find Sister Leona here. Leona, this is Anya, our new pilot.
Nice to meet you, Anya.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. You are very young. Yes. Yes. It's good.
I'm not that young. It's okay.
We have to do our duty for the motherland. Yes, that's very good.
Yeah. Young, old.
Anoosha.
Young,
what can I be of service?
Yes, just relaxed for now. We will listen to the briefing. And what do you prefer? Are you a confident pilot or you're a co-pilot?
I'm more of a navigator.
Okay, navigator, like me. Yeah, like me and Sister Valya also. Our perfect pilots, Leona and Zaika, are perfect.
We had the best pilots in the squadron.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they know that. Yeah, and Ludmila. Where is your partner, Ludmila? She's coming soon. Yeah.
Yeah, she's actually standing outside the tent.
Come on, sister. Yeah.
So
Come in
she's
the shade.
she's a bit shy.
Yeah, we are all sister here. Come in the shade. Just choose any bunker that you want and relax. We'll have a mission at night, and we will listen to the brief soon. Feel free to do anything until we hear our briefing.
Now, if I remember correctly, sorry, go.
Go,
Nicholas.
I was thinking you have been flying last night and you need to sleep. But if there's any repairs that need to be done, I could help. I've been sitting on the back of a lorry all day.
Yeah, there is. You can choose, and Sergeant Ludmila can choose. You can choose your plane from our spare planes outside, and you can check it, repair it, and get it ready for our mission at night.
So,
Very good.
Yevgenia Rodneva is the deputy armorer and in charge of putting planes together. You can direct Anna to them. You actually have a reasonable relationship with the armorers because you actually took the hit. You actually had the opportunity to throw them under the bus when your plane crashed again. And as I remember, ex-junior Lieutenant Zyka took the hit. Didn't let the armorers take it. Said it was all down to them.
Yeah,
So
I will direct it to them.
Yeah. So, are you guys going to do any prep for the night? Is there anything else anyone else would like to do?
Well, I mean,
asking.
obviously, I'm making sure the plane has got its sand. I've got my bucket of sand in the plane because I've now decided that's necessary. Keep it every run just in case. But then I think today there's someone I need to talk to. I think I need to go and bring something up with the Polchuk.
Do you want to talk to the
You want
junior,
to reach
the
out?
deputy Polchuk, or do you want to talk to the regimental Polchuk?
I want to talk to the deputy.
To the deputy.
I mean, this is
So
only
Paulina Gelman.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, you'll need to reach out.
Was
awesome. Paulina the one that I?
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Morale officer, I guess.
Yes, she's the morale officer and junior Polchuk, and she was the one that you intercepted as she was walking across the field to harangue Sergeant Aliona about her laziness.
Right, totally good.
So that'll be a reach out roll. Can we get 2d6?
Yeah, plus nothing. 9.
Okay.
You're rolling really well today, he said with some
Reveal a significant truth. When you make a personal connection and reveal a significant truth, roll out the die. Okay, so you're okay, so Paulina is in a tent. It's a horrible day. Oh, I think, are you freezing? A bit. Okay. What do you want to say to her? She's in her tent. She's there. She's, looking over books and writing notes when you pop your head through the tent door.
I apologize for disturbing you, Polchuk, but I'm worried about my my co-pilot, Sergeant Valya.
What? Come in. She waves you. She brings you into the tent.
I walk inside and I say, I don't want to get her in trouble, but I'm worried that she's been keeping some things from the Soviet military, hoarding for herself. Yes, ma'am.
Really? What sort of hoarding? She looks at you with a deep and dark and brooding glance.
I'm not sure exactly, but I saw her hiding some things under her bed and in her pillows, and I thought I should bring it up.
Really? This isn't just some petty, this isn't, if this is not proven to be true, you understand that it will come straight back to you.
Of course, ma'am.
So you're sure this is happening, and you brought it directly to me. Why didn't you bring it to Junior Lieutenant Anoosha?
Oh, I didn't want to stir up any trouble within the unit before our flight tonight.
I see. So, and have you actually seen them doing any theft or hoarding directly, or is this something you stumbled across?
I believe I saw her once when I was entering the tent. She was hiding something mechanical in nature under her bed.
Are you sure it wasn't just parts that she was storing for future use on the plane?
I'm certain, ma'am.
Okay, so you can. So reach out doesn't really do it, but it's the only one that gets close. Okay, all right. Yep, no, that's fine. So you can remove one harm from yourself or your friend. You can change the target and or tone of a currently filled regard slot, or you can't. Oh, actually, that's a good point. You have a regard slot for Sergeant
I do
Valya,
have a
don't you?
regard slot for Valya, and it's
what
I
is that
hate
regard?
I
What is
hate
that?
Sergeant Valya the most.
Okay, all right. So
It was
all right.
once
So
something else. It was once something else.
She loved me the most once upon a time, or respected me.
Yeah,
or
I
something,
trusted
but
you the most once upon a
Trusted.
time.
that's it.
yeah.
Mm.
So there's going to be. Is there some way you can arrange for Sergeant Valya to be busy somewhere so that we can search the tent without her knowing?
Oh, yes, ma'am. We have some work we need to do on the plane before our flight tonight.
Excellent. See what you can do.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
will at 2:00 today. We'll need the tent empty so we can search it.
Understood, ma'am.
All right.
And I exit
Okay.
the tent.
So Anoosha, what are you sleeping in the morning, or are you doing anything? Are you resting?
I guess the plane wasn't. I will check the plane also for maintenance, but I want to check with the armory and the engineers that can we fit a machine gun into the planes, or the weight won't do it.
So you want to get a machine gun put on the so these are classic sort of style World War I biplanes. So you can't put machine guns on the front because you don't have the timing
on the back.
thing. Yeah, so you can't shoot through the front, but you can put a light machine gun on the back.
Yeah, exactly.
Like in a
Could
little
you not put a machine gun facing forward
On-
if you wanted on top of the
on the
upper
wing.
plane?
Yeah, you can. So that's a good point, actually. Yes.
You'd have to
So
stand
you
up
can have
to
the
shoot
machine
it.
gun on the top wing.
Can it be rotating?
Wow, you want to put a rotating mount in? Okay, well, you're going to need to
So that would be
scrounge
better on the back then, but on the cockpit. Yeah.
You're more worried about being chased than chasing.
Yeah, because I guess we are known now, so maybe we will be intercepted by enemy planes soon enough.
All right. Well, I think that is. I mean, the engineers. You've got a pretty solid reputation with them. It sounds like a scrounge roll, but actually you could. So how do you want to tackle this? Are you just going to go straight to the engineers and ask, can we just get a machine gun and put it on the back of the plane? Or do you want to get ready to trade with them to do this quite significant thing?
Yeah, I will go straight forward and tell them that I sense that the Germans, we are being noticed now by the Germans, so I guess they will have planes ready near soon, so I guess we need to be prepared for it.
Okay. It actually is a little bit of an act up roll rather than a scrounge roll, because you're actually doing something that the planes aren't. Like, it's not military doctrine. So can you make a act up roll? Now, it's up to you how you want to tackle this. So act like a hooligan. So you're basically pushing it, as it were. You're acting out. Act like a lady. So you're sort of relying on it. Or act like a natural Soviet airwoman, but that's plus medals.
I don't have
So,
medals right now.
Right.
You could ask me
Yeah.
to do that, of course.
Yeah. No, I will go with the ladylike. I guess she's
Okay.
still
So
shy.
plus guts.
She's. I have 0 guts, so I will not push my luck because I have -1.
Okay.
I will just tell it shyly because I know that they will mock her. They will mock her because she's a peasant and they are well-educated engineers. So I will try it.
Okay. Roll.
10.
Wow, you guys are on fire. You
Yeah.
know when they do the bombing run, this is not going to
Oh
end
yeah,
well,
this is
right?
all going to go away.
We're all gonna die.
You're all going to die.
I don't have a pilot
Okay.
until now.
So on a 10, you can choose 2 of the following. You can add 1 to the mission pool, which I think is exactly what we're going to say you're doing because you're arming the plane. You can ensure there are no consequences for acting up, or you can make sure that someone does what you want. So you can only choose 2. So I'm assuming we're going for the mission pool because you're arming the plane.
Sure.
So then your choice is, you're probably going to make them do what you want to do, but at some point there might be consequences.
Okay, I will take the heat of it, but I don't know of the consequences that the plane will crash because of the weight. But I will guess
Yes.
they.
That could be the consequence in the future.
Always avoid consequences. I will go with the. Okay, I let them do what they want me to do.
Okay. All right.
I know it's not historical correct, but yeah, we are role playing.
No, actually, there are pictures of the planes with machine guns in the back seat. There are actually period pictures of the night bombers with machine guns in the back. So it is actually period. So that's fine. The engineers. The consequence is that the engineers go, okay, we're going to mount this thing. So they basically give you a 180-degree mount, so you can move the machine gun sort of on the back half of on the back half of the circle, right? So it can't roll forward. It doesn't do forward. It just does the back half. So it's you can turn around and machine gun behind. In return, they want one of those sheep for dinner tonight. You need someone to get you a sheep, and if only there was someone you instantly thought of when that came to deer. They want a sheep for dinner tonight because they haven't had proper meat for a very long time, and they'll be needing one of those sheep.
Okay. Okay, I see what I can do with the villagers. Yeah. Let's see what I can do with them.
Excellent.
Yeah, thank you.
And we want it well cooked.
Yeah, don't worry. I make exquisite lamb stew.
Oh, sounds awesome. Now, Junior Lieutenant Anya, you are checking over your plane, making sure it's well equipped. Is this what you're doing? All right.
Yeah.
So what do you? So you're looking at the plane. It's very basic. It's basically balsa wood, oiled canvas, a sewing machine pretending to be an engine, and a couple of wheels, and wires. There are wires. There's lots of wires everywhere. They frequently break. What particularly are you paying attention to?
The wires.
The wires. This is wise.
Yeah.
There's been a recent spate of breaking wires on these planes. So the plane itself is fine. It's basically unboxed. You've got a new plane. There's an endless supply of these, by the way. They just seem to appear out of these boxes that are stored at the back of the thing. Can I get you to make a? Are you going out of your way to sort of improve them or anything, or are you just checking them
Yeah.
over?
Yeah. So at training, I learned that you need to grease them. If you grease them at certain sort of places where they rub against things. So I'm thinking I'll run to the kitchen and
right.
try to
Well,
get some sort of grease.
Oh, okay. Well, you run to the kitchen. So the kitchen, so the mess hall is very, sort of busy place. There's a number of women who are cooking. There's corporal. I think it'll be a corporal, because it should be a corporal. Corporal Katerina. There you go. Hey, Katerina. So Corporal Katerina, who is the head of the cooking team, sort of big, large woman, as you'd expect, greasy kind of overall kind of kit. You rock up at the door, I assume, at the side, or do you go into the mess hall proper?
No, I'd sort of take the back entrance to the kitchen area.
Oh, okay. As soon as you step into the cooking area, she looks at you like a hawk, looks at a beautiful white dove, and she says, "Yes, what are you doing in here? There is no extra food. Food is at the front and only served at certain times."
That's true. Sorry. No. Could you do me just a favor, comrade? I need some grease.
You need some grease.
Yes.
Grease. We use it for cooking.
Yeah.
It has no other purpose.
Yeah, just a little bit. Well, you know what? It's very important for cooking. Yes, I know that, but it's also very important for the planes to run properly. Not many people know this. It's for the good, but it's for the glory of the motherland.
Right. Is it?
I don't need much. Yes.
I'm gonna need you to make a scrounge roll, which is plus luck.
Yeah, which is -1. I think.
Excellent. All right.
So that's 6 - 1, 5.
She starts shouting at you as soon as you say this. "No, that is stupid. Planes don't need grease. Who ever heard such a silly thing? Get out of my kitchen." And she sort of, goes to grab a broom to sort of, push you out of the kitchen with the broom. It's like, you've offended her. And get out! Stupid new recruits coming in with their grease requests. God damn it. Don't you understand? We're feeding an army here.
Yes. Rightly so. Thank you. Anyway.
She's clearly furious at you. Needless to say, later that night later that afternoon when you turn up for the meal before you go flying, you get the scummiest, least meat-filled, wateriest bit of the stew, served with what appears to be bread that has hardened into a solid tack-like constituency that takes much chewing to consume.
Or soak it in the watery stew.
You can soak it in the watery stew a lot.
Watery stew, that was what I was thinking as well.
Okay, so later that afternoon. So, by the way, Anoosha, have you approached anyone about the sheep requirement? What do you? What's sheep plan?
I will try
Lamb
to
plan.
lamb plan. I will try to check with the villagers.
Oh, so you're actually going to the villagers. You're not going to Sergeant Valya.
No, I will try to with the villagers.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, there's a bunch of peasants, You can go to the only person. You can go to the headman of the village. You can go to the priest, newly returned to their church priest, or you can just reach out to one of the shepherd folk who cares and tends for the sheep, who you've had multiple disagreements with because they're the ones who let the sheep just wander across the field. Which is it?
I will try to reason with the sheep herder. Yeah.
Okay. What are you saying to the sheep herder? So, unless otherwise notified, every male is called Ivan. So, so Ivan the sheep herder, as opposed to Sergeant Ivan the truck driver. Ivan the sheep herder is a somewhat sallow, pale complexion. Oh no, probably not pale, probably quite ruddy complexion. Sort of standing out in this kind of beating heat, caring for the sheep. What is it?
Good afternoon, dear comrade. I was wondering if you can make us a feast of one of your sheeps.
He looks at you in horror. Like, are you going to pay for the sheep? Or am I expected to do it for the love of the motherland?
Well, the motherland is hungry right now, and your contribution will be notably recognized, and also part of the land will not be confiscated by the by the crew here for expanding the runways. So I can do that.
Oh, okay. Wow, just laying it down. Okay, that it feels like you should make an eyeball roll first to sort of get a read from the guy about how resistant he would be. So that's plus skill.
Okay, I have a +2 in skill. So let the bad rolls begin. Oh, 11. Wow, 13.
Wow. Okay. So you've got 4 questions you can ask. How can I help them? What do they want? What am I overlooking? How can I get it?
How can I get it? Of course, for the sheep, and also how can I help him that in favor in return?
Okay, so that gives you a +1 to both. That gives you 2 hold. So you've got those.
Okay.
So your read of the guy is, it's actually not a bad tactic to go with the "we won't consume any more of your land," because they're obviously worried about losing any more sort of grass. It's pretty dry. There's not a lot of grass available, and what there is dying. So any loss of grassland to plains would be devastating. And so he might trade that on the assumption that you're an officer, and he can't tell the difference between one officer and another. So you can basically take that. I think we can just take that. So, and that'll give you a plus. And are you going to prepare the meal yourself?
Yeah. And also the other question, how can I help him also?
Yeah.
I guess this is the...
So, well, the way you can help him is actually by stopping anyone from expanding the field. So, yes, they need as much pasture as they have, right? Because it's the middle of a drought, right? They're in the middle of a heat wave. There's dust storms crossing the steppes all over the joint at this point. It's dry. Anything that moves the dirt throws up huge gouts of dust. It's awful. I have a distinct image of what this looks like because I've actually stood in a tent in the middle of in the middle of a dusty plain in the middle of 40-degree heat, and it's not fun. Okay, so that's probably the best you can do for helping him, is to make sure that if in the future someone tries something, and you can basically hold on to that and add a +1 for future, and you can get a +1 for sort of the mission pool for tonight.
So I have one from the mission, 2 mission pools
One.
right now and 2 holes.
No, you'll convert the second hold into a mission pool point. So 1 hold, 2 mission pool. 1 hold, 2
Okay,
mission pool.
perfect.
Okay. So 2 o'clock comes around, Aliona. What's going on?
Oh yeah. Sergeant Valya, I'm gonna wake you up from your nap that I assume you were having. And we've got to go
trying to have a
and
nap,
check
but
over...
there's this very uncomfortable thing under my bed. Carry on.
Well, we've got to go out and check over the plane, get it ready for the evening.
We have. It's only early afternoon. Why do we need to do that?
Because we need the plane ready before we go out tonight.
Well,
We have other things to do before we go.
No. It's just I didn't know you were so enthusiastic, but it would be good because it would give us a chance to talk. And I think we need to clear the air between us. Come with me. Let us go and look at the plane.
Okay.
Okay. So you're out repairing the plane. By the way, you can make a repair roll, a scrounge roll to improve the quality of the plane while you're at it. So that's a roll plus luck.
And I'm quite good at luck, but we'll
You
wait
are.
and see. At some point, one of us has got to stop rolling such brilliant successes.
Yeah.
But not this point, because that's a 5 and a 6.
Oh,
and
yeah.
plus 1 makes a 12.
Are we going to die today?
We are At
You
some
get
point,
what you need and you add 1 to the mission pool. You've got 3 in the mission pool, people. You're like riding high here. This is the best you've ever had. Maybe tonight is the night where you know, under the new leadership, you come back. It's like, hey, sorry about that, Junior Lieutenant Zyka, but actually it turns out you weren't any good as a leader. We've got a better leader now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right.
And
so
just saying, we also have we actually have a total of 4 in the mission pool.
Oh.
Because last session, towards the end, we had a message of unity being spread by
Anoosha,
which added +1 to our next mission pool.
That's right. So, yes. Yeah. Wow. You guys are riding really high. Okay. So as
we have
you're
+4
all there,
mission pool. Whoa.
Yeah. Wow. So as you're there, you're repairing the plane.
But I'm taking the opportunity to talk as well.
Right. Okay.
I really want to try and convince Aliona to trust me again before any, unspecified shit hits the fan, just to make her feel really bad. So I'm going to try and reach out. I think reaching out.
I like it.
I'm going to get on my knees and I'm going to say, look, I'm truly sorry I let your secret slip. I really wasn't thinking. I didn't want to hurt you at all or get you in trouble. And I hope that you can. We're a great team, Aliona. You must admit that. We've found the target. You've destroyed the target. We're great working together. I don't want this to come between us. A stupid mistake of mine. I'm an old lady. I only do it because I love you like a daughter. And I'm reaching out, which is what? And do I get any?
It's just
nothing.
It's just
a straight D2.
Yeah.
Right, and that's the point where I fail.
Start to fall apart.
So I got a 5 on that one.
Okay, so it doesn't move the needle.
Yeah. On a miss, your efforts are ineffective, misunderstood, or understood all too clearly. Yeah.
So how does Aliona react, though? How does Aliona react?
Oh, well, Sergeant, it's true. We are a great team in the air, flying together. I think when it comes down to it, our age balances out, really. I mean, I'm too young to fly, and you're clearly much too old.
But ageist?
I'm just playing the part of a 15-year-old.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. you know, when it comes down to it, I think that in the end, we'll all get exactly what we deserve.
You fucker. I don't say that, obviously. But Jason, you fucker.
Okay, so you've repaired the plane, you've got the mission pool. When you come back to your tent, Sergeant Valya Malinskaya, I'm going to give you the chance to make an eyeball roll. I think it's legit.
Okay, I'm going to make that eyeball roll. What is that with? Skill?
A skill.
Yeah. Oh, that's not bad. That's 10, straight 10, 2 5s.
Oh, wow. Well, that's 2. Okay, so you come back into the tent. You look around the tent. Someone's clearly moved stuff around.
Okay, so straight away I looked to that pillow where I'd hidden that panel. I don't know anything about under the bed, but the wax cylinder.
Yes,
and
the
that's been moved, hasn't it?
It's not even there anymore, is it? Didn't you take it?
No, I didn't take it. I left it there.
Oh, did you? Oh, sorry. I thought you took it.
It was evidence.
No,
she
I left it there as
extra evidence.
Oh, sorry, I misunderstood.
I just added a bit of extra stuff. Yeah.
So it's gone now.
So yes, it's gone. The cylinder is gone.
So I'm thinking now that I'm in trouble. I've got 2 questions that I get out of this eyeball, aren't I?
Yes.
What's the range of questions I can ask, having lost one now?
How can I help her? What do they want? What am I overlooking? Or how can I get?
How can I get out of trouble?
Okay. I think the way that will work is you can hold onto it for when you go to play out the inevitable consequence when they call upon you.
Right. But what I'm noticing,
you've pulled this scam before where you've basically said, but I was just looking for evidence of other people's failure to be part of the Soviet, in effect. Yeah, well, and you don't know who's taken it could have been Anoosha. Because you haven't seen Anoosha for a while. Anoosha disappeared some time ago.
Yes, but I am thinking Anoosha is a hero of the revolution.
Yes.
I discovered this bourgeois thing, and I didn't want her to get caught with it. So I've taken the fall. Maybe I should go to Anoosha now and tell her that, because I'm very concerned it's gone missing. And it was obviously Anoosha's. Is she in the tent now? I know nothing about the part under the bed.
No.
So there's nothing to do.
When you look around the camp, Anoosha is over off to one side near the sheep pen, cooking a sheep.
Oh right, with a barbecue smell sort of going on over there, is she?
I think that are you roasting the sheep, or do you want to make that stew that you were talking about earlier?
Yes, stew. Yeah.
Okay, so no, there's a big sort of pot sitting over hot coals. It's a bit dangerous in the middle of a drought, but there it is. Built up with stones around it, assumably to stop the sparks from igniting the entire field. Oh, I wish
so
I
I pat the pillow a couple of times when Anya and I come back, and she might catch a little bit of concern, but I try to mask my feelings and say, I think as a navigator, I should get together with Anoosha and just talk to our flight plan. I'll look around for Alex. I'll see her over there. I'll be back. If anybody's looking for me, tell them I'll come back.
Don't worry.
I'll be back shortly. And then I hurry somewhat faster over to Anoosha than I would have done.
Okay.
Hey, Anoosha.
Yep. I'm making some sheep stew. You will like it, Valya.
I've got to admit something. It smells delicious. But I'm not going to ask for any because I have a terrible admission to make.
Oh, come on. What happened?
Well, with your promotion and everything, I was worried that that wax cylinder you've got, that kind of decadent jazz music or something.
How did you know about it? I was keeping it hidden.
You know me. I have the eyes of a cat in the dark. What I see in the flight, my abilities in the flight work just as well in the tent. You didn't keep it hidden well enough. So, but don't worry. Well, so the first thing I thought was, you cannot afford to be found with it. And now that you've been made second lieutenant and you're in charge of the detail section, I should say. So I must admit, I thought I could take it, I could hide it myself a little bit better than you.
Okay.
And I'd done that, and I was going to tell you all about it, but obviously we've been so busy, I haven't had time to do that. But the worst thing is, I think we've had an inspection while we've been gone, and it's gone missing. Unless I was hoping you might have thought you'd mislaid it and found it anywhere.
No, I hid it under my bed. I didn't check it for a while because of what's happening. I completely forgot about it. Are you sure? But you will get in trouble, dear sister. Thank you for helping me. But
well, I think I should get in trouble rather than you. Your speech was brilliant.
No.
I will take the blame. If we've had an inspection, I will take the blame. I'm ready to do this. I've got a medal. I'm protected. Don't worry. Yes, I'll get in trouble. I might get a different posting, but don't worry. Don't admit to it. I will say it was mine.
No, dear sister, I cannot get you to the blame. No, it was mine. I have the brave enough to say it. It's not a bourgeois. We wasn't bourgeois in Kazakh. A bourgeois for Kazakh? Come on.
Well, maybe. Do you think it would be better rather than waiting for our fate to go to the NKVD and admit it now?
I don't know if you go to the devil by the hand. No. Maybe somebody misplaced. Maybe somebody took it for their own gain to sell it to the villagers.
Maybe somebody did.
Yeah.
Who do you think? I mean, that
I don't know.
Girl, Anya?
No. I trust all my sisters.
She seemed to have quite expensive tastes.
No. Her eyes are very, very sweet. She looks very sweet. All of you are very sweet sisters.
Yeah, no. I agree to that. I forget I ever thought of it, but something has changed. It has gone missing, and I feel responsible for I have lost it.
If the MKVD found it, we will all be in chains. You will be in chains right now. Somebody stole it.
You must not. If the NKVD have found it, I will take the blame.
No, I cannot.
I have the protection of this medal. I'm a hero of what medal am I? I have a medal of valor.
Yes, you have the medal of valor.
I don't know.
It will offer me some protection. It will, I might get a different posting, but
no.
and I don't want to do that because I would lose your leadership and lovely Elena's brilliant piloting skills. But I must take the blame.
This position doesn't mean anything to me. You are my family now, Sir Valya, Leona, Zaika, and soon Anya. You're all my family. I cannot take the blame once more. I cannot lose anyone else. So, if somebody from MKVD, I'm brave enough to admit my guilt. It's not a guilt to listen to music. I will tell him that.
Sure?
I'm sure. I'm positive.
I hug Anoosha.
Even if
Okay,
Comrade
so-
Stalin himself come here and tell me, I will admit to my guilt. I love listening to music.
Okay, so you can both roll reach out rolls.
Okay, reach out with.
You're
This
both
is
like,
a D10.
no, I'll
2d6.
just the 2d6. Yeah.
But
Right.
Valya is bullshitting, of course. So, but I'm playing along. I'm 6.
Okay. Did either of you get like success?
I got a 9.
Okay, so you can choose one of the following. You can remove 1 harm from each you and your friend. I don't know if you guys are carrying any harm at the moment. Actually,
No, I
that's a
think
good
we're
question.
free of harm because of
Yeah, or you can
Wendy's
add 1 to
excellent
the
plan.
mission pool, or you can change the target and or tone of a currently filled regard slot.
Oh, well, that's appropriate here. So I kind of feel my regard slot should be filled. I can manipulate Anoosha
Yeah. I was about to say, you've just discovered Anoosha's like your perfect target.
the most.
Selfless, caring, actually believes in the greater good, you know.
So can we each do a regard, or
No. So
is it just the
it's
one?
changed the target. Well, so there's only 1 success. So change the target and or tone of a currently filled regard slot. So it
Oh,
doesn't
right. So
open
it's
one
not a
up.
second regard slot.
No. So that's an
Oh,
advance.
right. No, I can't do that then because it would have to be new. I can't trust Anoosha because, well, maybe I could.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're not going to the NKVD. You make the stew. It's mission time. Nothing else happens.
Do we before we hand the stew over?
Yeah.
Maybe we should have a little taste. Make sure it's good, eh, Anoosha?
Yeah, I'm having for us. I make it better with my mother recipe for all our crew. I give them the
crew over?
Yeah. We will eat it for the tent on the hush hush. Nobody knows.
We'll take some to the tent. Excellent. Before the mission. Okay.
Yeah.
We have another pot, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very well. Shall I take it?
Will Corporal Katerina catch wind of your actions? Will they become your new bête noire? Only time will tell. So you feast together. Do you invite Anya and Ludmilla and
Obviously.
Zyka?
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Yep. Okay. So you're
Come on.
all sitting around having this lovely meal.
Zyka's not massively hungry, but she does keep it down.
She does. She's got the cold sweats.
She doesn't have any of the meat, but we give her the broth in a mug, a warming mug. That's all she can take. But it's very refreshing for her.
So it is time for the mission.
Okay,
You've
I
all
don't
come
have a
together.
Pilot,
So your options. Oh no, Zyka will drag herself from her deathbed and fly the plane.
Okay.
Like this is how it is. This is the reality of
the magic stew.
It was your
That's
stew
right.
that did it, Anoosha. Yes.
Yes, you know, the 588th, right? So you fly day, you fly night, you fly day. Well, not very much, but you fly sick, you fly well. Okay, so your mission choices are the following, and Aliyah, it is your choice which mission you undertake. You can bomb the Germans' 1st Panzer Army headquarters. Expect mobile anti-aircraft artillery and possibly advanced intelligence of your arrival. You can harass the German and Hungarian infantry massing along the Muis River. Expect little resistance unless you fly low enough to see the unit patches on their shoulders. You can launch precision bombing at the railway crossing at Likyaya. Denying this junction to rolling stock is an urgent request from the 40th Army, who intend to retake the area and quickly put the rail line back into service. You can bomb a German marshalling yard behind the Don River crossing. Expect railcar-mounted anti-aircraft guns, searchlights, and enemy air patrols at dusk and dawn. You can support the retreat from Rostov-on-Don by harrying German ordnance depots. To reach this target, every plane in the section will have to first endure enemy fire. Anyone who participates advances. Or you can launch an intense bombing of German troop positions and supply depots across the Kuban area around Stabilisk and Taganrog Kubyashev. I'm really going to have to work on my Russian pronunciation a lot over the next 6 months.
We all?
Heavy patrols by Luftwaffe elite JG-54 group should be expected through the area of operation. All consequences are increased by 1 during this mission. Anyone participating advances. So it's your choice which mission we're launching. And remember, this will be the last mission for this posting, because then we'll roll on to a new posting.
Yeah, can you share it if it's possible?
Matt, yeah, Matt, have you got the I mean, I've got it if you don't.
Which page is it on?
It's in the handout. And
I haven't got the handout.
Okay, hold on. I can do it. Just give me a second.
I can sort it. I've got it.
I will stop sharing the screen and you can share.
Okay.
So it's in the Discord, Dida.
Okay.
And page 3.
Page 3. Okay. Okay. I guess. Will increase by 1 during the mission. I guess advancement is a good option, I guess. But we'll have heavy fire.
Yep. So you've got 2 choices. The consequences are increased by 1, or so yeah, the Rostov-on-the-Don attack.
Yeah. I guess we go with the Rostov-on-the-Don attack.
Okay, so you're going to support the retreat from Rostov-on-the-Don. So basically, I think it's Operation Blue. Operation Blue has been launched by the Germans. They're pushing through Rostov-on-the-Don on their way to Stalingrad. They've launched 2 assaults. Interestingly, something which the Russians will do to them almost directly afterwards. So you're launching a desperate final attempt to sort of, slow their assault. To reach the target, every plane in the section will have to first endure heavy enemy fire. Anyone participating advances. So can we go to the
night cycle,
to the nighttime run, please?
Right. Okay. Come back here. And here.
Okay, so we've done the briefing. The first thing is the wayfinding. Who is the wayfinder? Oh, sorry. Actually, Aliyah, did you want to move anyone around, or are you happy with people being what they were last time?
Yeah, the same crew. If it broke, don't fix it. So I will guess. I thought that my speech made them united. So I guess it's the same crew together. Valya with Aliona and Anya with Ludmila and me and Zaika.
Okay, so we need a wayfinding role from your chosen wayfinder. Who is the wayfinder?
Valya.
It's always been us.
Yeah.
So I will make that wayfinding role. I have a skill. I have a move that means I can add my luck to it. Oh, fuck.
And that's where the rolls turn.
Can we see this?
Oh.
Snake eye.
What did you roll? Nice. Double 1.
Double 1 plus 1.
Okay.
3.
When Anya notices that Valya is heading the completely wrong direction.
Yeah, so are you the Vetemaya? Have you made Anna the Vetemaya?
Yeah. I guess Anna will be the Vetemaya, won't she?
Because we are also the lead fire.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So when the suffers a consequence, Spend your hold to cover them and take it on yourself instead. So you can do that if you want, just to make the point. Okay, so you have failed the wayfinding roll completely. On a miss, either scrub the mission or return to the airbase in shame, or strike the target late and alone, forcing you to make your own attack run. Planes relying on your navigation can choose which miss condition they would prefer. So, yeah, your
We've got to do
choices
this.
are...
Yeah.
All right, so you're all going in. So can I get...
Well, let me check with Alyona first of all. So I lean forward, tap her on the shoulder, speak to the tube. I was screwed up. We're on our own, but we're going to do this, aren't we?
Of course we are. I can hit
Of course.
anything.
Sorry, this is the second thing that I've done wrong for you.
Laying it on thick there. Good to see. Okay, so okay, so I need I need enemy fire rolls by the navigators.
Okay.
So
For each of us.
Yes, please. It's luck. It's a luck roll.
All right. So that's 7 + 1 is 8.
Okay, so you can choose on a 7, you hold it together. On a 7 or to 9, you hold it together. You choose 2 consequences. You and your fellow airwoman are marked. Casualties on board. Split 5 harm between you. However, also triggers wheel down later. Your plane is shredded. The plane is damaged. Also triggers wheel down later. Another plane in your section goes down. GM decides which.
Well, obviously we've got to be marked, haven't we?
Yeah, we're marked.
You can choose from the mission pool if you want. We have 4 and 1 hold.
That's true. We do have 4 in the mission hall.
And plus 1 hold.
So you can raise that to a 10, which means
nothing
you
happens.
ignore nothing happens.
For 2 in the mission. Let's do that, shall we? We don't want to sacrifice another plane in the flight, do we?
Okay, but that's just your roll.
Yeah, that's just
okay.
That's
Anna.
your roll. Yeah, I rolled a 5. -1.
Right on.
You should have said before we spent all the points.
Oh no.
Okay, so if you spend 2 points, you can get up to a 7.
No, because I'm a -1, so I would have to spend 3 points.
Oh, you rolled a 5, not you have a total of 5.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so you actually can't get to 7.
No.
Right on.
What's the hold?
Okay.
What does the hold do?
It can give you another +1.
So it could get you to 7.
It
or
could.
how else can we spend a hold?
Well, you can spend it however you want. It's literally a hold. It's like a bonus that's floating around, as long as it's used in relation to the topic.
So how does it differ from a thing in the mission pool?
It doesn't. Mission pool works basically operationally the same. It's just the mission pool is for any purpose on the mission.
So what was the hold
both holds. The hold, didn't you have a hold in relation to... no, you had a hold in relation to what was going to happen to you when you get back to camp.
So that's not applicable.
Right, okay.
But we still have 3 in the mission pool, so just saying.
You have 3, you've used 2.
Oh, we've used 2, sorry. We have 2 in the mission pool.
Okay. All right. Okay, so here's what happens. Anna?
Okay, this is for Anna. Okay.
Yeah, because they're the Vetemire. If someone else wants to Vetemire on their behalf, they have to make a luck roll. But just to be clear, we haven't got to your roll yet. Actually, what did you roll, Anoosha?
I rolled a 10 minus... It's a luck roll, right?
Yep.
So I rolled a 10. It's a 9.
Hello. Okay, so... Good morning. Okay. sorry. Morning greeting from the child. Always loved. Okay, so you can raise that to a 10 at the cost of 1.
I
think you should, because we're gonna watch Anna go down in flames.
Oh yeah.
So save yourself, Anoosha.
I guess I will
Save
keep it.
Zyka, Anoosha. Save Zyka.
I guess I need to leave the one for mission pool for later use. I will take 2. I will take Mark.
Yep.
I will take 1 Mark and.
So you're not taking either of the 2 points that are in the mission pool.
Yeah. No.
Okay, so you're taking marked again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And wheels down.
Okay, wheels down. Okay, cool. Okay, so you're taking the plane is shredded. Plane is damaged, also triggers wheels down later. You guys are terrible just terrible. Okay, here's what happens to Anna. And Anna, you're flying in, following the rest of them. The plane, the wing is scattered, right? So you're meant to be, sort of like one perfect little train flying in. You turn that engine off. You float in. On the wings of silent death, you drop your bombs, you arrow out, and you all follow each other. It's perfect precision bombing. This is not that moment. You've lost your way. The planes are scattered across the sky. You're coming in. You're looking straight down the barrel of German anti-aircraft 88. Mounted in a defensive position. It pumps fire into your plane. You feel your plane listing to one side, and then you feel it tip and curve and bend, and you see the Don, the giant river Don before you as your plane smashes into the river. Pieces of plane float to the top, and you find yourself barely conscious, struggling out of the wreckage of the plane with Ludmilla beside you. You crawl your way to the bank. Can I get you to roll a luck roll, please?
Oh. 4 minus 1.
Oh!
You crawl out onto the shore, having survived the crash, to find yourself surrounded by men in dark grey uniforms, with black paneling on their shoulders.
Made by Hugo Boss.
Exactly. Yeah, before he became popular.
He was quite popular. He sold quite a lot of those uniforms, I think.
Am I viewing this?
Yes,
this
you
crash?
see the crash. You see them crawling out. You see the Germans surrounding. You do have a machine gun on your plane.
Yeah. That's what I'm telling the.
Are you gonna land? How are you gonna do this? Like the problem you've got is the machine gun does not angle down. Okay, so the machine gun is on a pivot, but there's not a lot. Oh, I guess you. Yeah, okay, I'll give it. Yep, sure, why not? Okay, so are you going to attempt to lay down fire so that your friends can escape back across the river?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're ignoring the bombing run. So just to be clear, bombing run is now off the table for your character.
Yeah, I'm telling Valya and Alyona to go for the bombing run. Yeah.
Right, and you're now arrowing down with the machine gun mounted on the back, pumping fire into these Germans who've surrounded your friends.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I love it. Can you roll a temp fate roll, which is just guts?
I have 0 guts, so.
That's better than luck.
7 and I guess temp fate. What temp fate? Let me
There's just on a miss you take harm as established and are marked in addition to failing. Fate is a suka. Fate is a bitch. Okay, so
you've taken 2 marks then, is that right?
So I can offer you a bargain at this point. So you're arrowing in, you've got the machine gun fire. The bargain I'm offering you is you can gun down your own people to save them from capture by the Germans and take no harm.
No, I will take the harm, of course.
Oh, wow.
I wonder how that would have played out if it had been Sergeant Valya. Anyway, all right, completely different conversation. All right, so you arrow in. You're literally, you can see the top of the grass. If you reached out, you could actually feel it under the plane. You machine gun wildly across the thing. Anna, bullets hail down from above. The clack 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 of the biplane is heard, and you see the wingtips of the biplane fly past as machine gun fire arrows into the people who are surrounding you. What do? Do you dive back into the river? You run.
Yeah.
The only way to safety is back across the river. This is German-held territory.
Yeah, so this is his luck roll was about which side of the river did he come out of? In Russian territory or German territory?
Yeah,
right.
Okay. Then I jump back into the river and try to swim.
So you guys race across the river just in time to see Alya's plane taking even more fire as it wings sideways. It's machine gunning Germans. And you see the plane sort of arc up in fire, and it's already damaged, and then it just kind of drifts sideways and crashes, luckily on the Russian side, but now Alya and Anoosha have both taken significant injuries as the plane has crashed into the Russian side. You've lost 2 planes now. Most of the crew is down. It's down to Alyona Voropreva to save the honor of the flight and to deliver the mission.
Oh,
you have to.
I reach forward, I squeeze her shoulder.
You have to.
Got 2 in the mission pool. I don't have
an attack run.
So I'm rolling my dice.
Okay, so plus guts.
Yep, that's plus 0, but it's not minus anything.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Whoop. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a 7.
So,
yeah,
so
you can't make it a 10.
Can't make it a 10.
Yeah. Okay, so on a 7 to 9, you hit and you choose one of the following. The damage to the target is not significant, and it is your fault.
Okay, so me and my fellow airwoman...
Hold on. No. Let's wait for the choice.
Oh,
you got 2 choices.
Oh, you're reading them out.
You fly through a storm of flak. Trigger more enemy fire. A plane in your section is damaged. There's only 1 plane left in your section.
Yeah, that's the only one.
That's you. You and your fellow airwoman are marked. Yeah, you know which I'm.
Yeah, I'm taking the mark. So.
Yep. Okay, so you're both marked.
Yeah. And then I think, you know what? We're gonna fly through a storm of flak again because.
Okay, so on the way out, the Germans are now. There's fire everywhere. There's planes crashing. They're fully alert. They're pumping fire into the sky to take you down. It's a navigator roll again, Sergeant Valya, to pull out away from this heavy flak fire.
And we've still got 2 in the mission pool.
Yep.
You still have 2 in the mission pool. And that's a 3, isn't it?
Oh!
Okay. Okay, so it's perfect because it's the end of the post. The last plane, the last member of Flight 4 of 588 takes heavy fire as it arrows and tries to lift out away from the German thing. You see the plane taking even heavier fire. You see Alyona desperately trying to hold the plane up. You see the plane twist, turn, and crash down towards the ground, landing on the German side in a giant ball of flame as both Alyona and Sergeant Valya are killed horribly in the final delivery of the bombs to the German mission, to the German defenses.
Well, there are worse ways to go down.
At least I died a hero.
At least you died a hero. There's a sense of You know, you can hear the sounds of the National Soviet anthem rising in your ears, even as you feel the plane drifting down towards the ground. What are your last words to each other as you see the ground racing towards you? Aliona, what's the last thing you think / say to Sergeant Valya?
Oh, all of that planning for nothing.
And Sergeant Valya, what are your last words, your last thoughts, even as the plane arcs towards the ground?
Oh God. So my witch thought is, see, you were too young.
Oh, that's gold. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's gold. Okay, so later that day, the Politruk, the junior the deputy Politruk, uh, you're all injured and arrive back at the base. Some of you barely standing, most of you, no planes.
No, are we actually dead? Aliona
Yeah,
and
we're
I.
dead. We're dead.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, actually, I guess you could escape.
Yeah.
You don't have. No, I think you're dead. I think it's a game that kills people. We haven't had any deaths.
Yeah, you can roll for death.
All right, so you can.
It was a
So
double
back at the
one.
base, the Politruks who were waiting for your arrival discover that you've died destroying, German military equipment, and even though you'd informed on each other, your final act was a sacrifice on behalf of the Union. You are both recognized in dispatches, and whatever secrets were contained in the Politruk's notes are burnt that night.
Do we
By
get
the
a posthumous
Politruk.
medal?
You might get a posthumous medal. I feel you do get a posthumous medal. It's that sort of thing. Yes.
Order the Patriotic War.
That's right. Posthumously granted for your valiant sacrifice. Anoosha, you've ruined any chance that machine guns will ever be put on a plane again.
Yeah.
That's it. That's done. There's an official command from the commander that it both overweighs the plane and leads to foolish acts and a lack of focus on the mission. We're not fighter pilots. We're not yak pilots. We're we're the PO2. We're the 588. So that's not going to happen.
I just tear up my junior lieutenant badges and handed to them.
You just reject. So everyone who's got a mark, I'm just conscious of time.
We've got a mark as well as being dead. Does that?
No, it doesn't help.
Thomas,
I could do a mark of witness the death of a comrade, and maybe you could do a mark of witness the death of a comrade.
Yeah, I also witnessed the death of a comrade.
You can do that if you want. Yes. Okay, so
I guess it was Anya marked too.
Or embrace death and face your final destiny.
Marked?
That's
I don't know if you were marked.
Embrace death and face your final destiny. Yeah, that's how mark.
Choose the consequences of that failed enemy fire evasion.
Yeah, actually, I think you were marked. Yeah. Okay, so marks. Every person is marked. So on your character sheet, pick what mark you want to take. And if it's an advance, you can then, if it triggers an advance, you can take an additional advance to the one you're getting. So you're getting 2 advances anyway, because it's the end of the post, which gives you an automatic advance. And you took a mission that gave you an advance.
Except for us dead people.
Except for you dead people. I'm sad to say the dead people do not get an advance. Except the advanced death.
Yeah, for the protector, have a rule, protector. You can repair well when you change duty station, advance if you saved someone's life.
Oh wow! Okay, yeah. Well, there you go. You've got 3 advancements.
3 advancements.
Actually, that's a good point. You guys can actually choose. Sorry, let me retcon this a second. You can choose to be missing in action. You don't have to accept death. Like, that's one option. You can tick that mark, or you can choose. I would rule to be missing in action and potentially reappear.
I think I'm dead.
I think I'm dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although part of me, actually, if you're going to be dead, Anya, my accuser is going to be dead. Part of me wants to be missing in action.
Will Valya reappear? At some
after
point
I've done my
future.
GMing bit.
Yeah.
You know what? Sorry, Jason. I'm going to outlive you.
Yeah. I love the idea that because it's 4.
Perhaps Valya died that night.
Yeah,
but
so
is Valya really?
so yeah, because by the time we get to mission station 4, the Russians are advancing and capturing, like, they've captured German troops and rescuing POWs. Not that that's necessarily great for the POWs, but you could be rescued in time for station 4. I like it. So okay. So you've got 3 advances, people. Or some of you have got 3. Some of you have got 2.
We've got 3.
Alia got 3 because they got an extra advance for rescuing you. It's their superpower.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we've lost Matt.
Yep.
Oops.
I don't know if that kills the stream or not. I have no idea. Anyway.
No.
It doesn't seem to have. It still says it's live.
Oh, yep. There we are. All right. And then, so advance away, people. Take the marks as you want. What marks are you taking, everyone? The marks are probably more fascinating than the... What mark are you taking, Anna?
I'm taking Tell a Story of Home.
Okay. So you've told a story of home.
Should I do that now, or should we do it?
Yeah, save it up for next time, because we're running close to the to time.
Yeah.
Because I've got to actually start work in 12 minutes. So,
for me, I'll probably get Cool Danger's attention to yourself because of the mission. We lost the 3 planes, so I'll probably Cool Danger's. And
now, does anyone want to take a promotion? Is anyone going to be promoted?
Well, I was thinking, I'm not going to be here next time, but I was thinking I might take, do I get 2 advancements, right?
Yeah, 2 advances, yep.
So I was thinking I'd have that second medal posthumously awarded, but also when I'm reunited, I thought I might get a promotion.
Nice. So you'll be a junior lieutenant now as well.
I'll be a junior lieutenant, and I get to add 1 to one of my skills.
Yes, to one of your 4 key attributes. That's right. There is a reason to take promotion. It's the only way to improve your attributes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've taken, what mark have you taken? So you drew attention. Has anyone
I've suffered the death of a friend.
You've suffered the death of a friend. Yes, you have. Anna, are you taking any advances? And which ones are you taking?
So I'm taking Deepening Ties. So I'm adding a regard slot. So I admire Anoosha the most.
Yep.
Because of her trying to save me with her machine gun stunt. And then I'm adding a new move, Permanent File. When you submit an official report to your superiors, roll plus skill.
Ooh.
On a 10+, choose 2 on mark someone, change accepted truth of a situation, add 1 to the mission pool.
Okay. Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
And Anoosha, what? Beg my pardon. What advances did you take?
I will take one for the harsh lesson. And I will it's add the move. I will add the move the prodigal daughter.
Okay.
The second one is added responsibility. I don't know if
Yep.
they will accept my resignation or not. Increase in rank, risk, skill, guts, or luck by 1. So I will take 1 in that and add the leftmost unawarded medal and add 1. What moving west changed duty station? If you are at 6, the war is over.
Oh
What
no,
does
don't
this
worry
mean?
about that. We're not.
No.
We're not using it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Because we're just rolling on. Because we're only doing 2 sessions for each post. It's not necessary to burn an advancement. It would be pretty unfair.
So I will take add the leftmost unawarded medal and 1 honor and pride. Add the leftmost unawarded medal and add 1 to your medal state.
Yep. So you're getting +1. You're getting medal, and you're getting a promotion, and you're getting a move. Is that right? Have I got that right?
I don't think my action rewarded a medal, so I'm getting 2 skills there. 2 added responsibility.
Okay, cool. 2 added responsibilities. Does that mean you're getting 2 promotions?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, cool.
Hmm.
Yep, so you're now a senior lieutenant or something. I'll have to go back and...
Senior
oh, no, here they are.
lieutenant,
Relevant
yeah.
ranks. Senior lieutenant.
Senior lieutenant.
Yep. So you're basically now a quite senior, and you get 2 attribute points. You can actually be good at something else.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess +2 points. By this mean +2 points. Yeah.
Yep. So you can increase 1 attribute, 2 attributes by 1, or 1 attribute by 2. Up to you what you do.
Okay.
Okay.
Maximum of 3. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
and I think, in all fairness, Aliana, I think we should give 2 advances to whoever you make next.
Nice. Cool.
So they're not starting on a sort of on a 0.
Really basic.
On a 0. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So next session, fortnight from now, I will not be the GM. I will recycle. I intend to recycle Valentina, who's been successfully deprogrammed by the state and has been returned. Yeah, exactly. And has been returned. So Valentina will be rejoining the flight.
Will you be rejoining the flight as a zealot?
I could very well be a zealot. Certainly, if nothing else, everyone will be suspicious of me because why has the NKVD let me go? I reckon I'll carry that one forward. And next GM is, and I'll get this right, Sergeant Valya Malinskaya's secret identity will be revealed as Matt.
And
right,
where are we going to be next week? Next time?
Next Bat channel, you will be. I actually had it open a second
Hold
ago.
on, I think we've got it here. Give me a moment. Although these handouts might be wrong.
No, it's all right. It's Pashkovskaya, which is, I think, down west and south. Yeah, so you're in the Kerch Strait, right? Okay, so you're just across from from Sevastopol. So you're on the
are
other
those
side
missions correct on that handout?
Yeah, they do appear to be. Yes, I'm going to double check them right now, but
these are the official handouts.
Yeah, I think I must have. Anyway, I don't know what I did wrong last time. I opened up the wrong one, clearly. Harassment of German position. Yep, that's it. Yep. So they are the correct missions. Okay.
And everybody gets a medal. They get an honour, a regimental honour.
They get an honour. Yeah, it doesn't actually influence things.
Is that when it says upon changing duty stations? Is that everybody when they're coming into the duty station, or
no? When you're leaving, it's when you
Right.
leave because it's the defence of the Caucasus. So this is the Caucasus. On the other side is the Black Sea port of Sevastopol. So you see the map. If you have a look at the map, there's the little, bismuth channel, whatever. On the other side of that is Sevastopol. I only know because I was looking at a map of Sevastopol a lot recently. Okay, so cool. Dunsky. All right.
Okay, thank you, everybody. That was
thank you, everyone.
Great fun. And thank you, Thomas, for being our GM for this posting. And thank you, Alyona, for dropping in the shit and dying.
Yep, it was good fun.
And thank you, Anoosha, for standing up for me.
Yeah.
That's right. Anoosha, it never would have, it would have happened. It would have happened. You would have done it.
But we're all safe. We're all safe
You're all
because of
safe.
our
That's right.
honorable
We're all
sacrifice.
safe. That's right. We're all safe. So good. All right, cool.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, let's say goodbye to our listeners, such as they are.
Goodbye.
See you all next time.
Bye.